again. Now, let me just allow me to indulge. Take a moment, close your eyes, relax. Close your eyes. And I'll give you a word and just tell me what comes to your mind. Alright? What does mean? What? Can you tell me what does mean?
Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
Okay. Any more? Well, Walt Disney is a person. But the best answer that was given to me was actually given by my niece. When I asked her, can you tell me what you know about Walt Disney? I know. Walt Disney is the person inside Mickey Mouse when I was at Disneyland, Hong Kong. So naturally I asked, so how about in Florida, in Europe, in Japan? And she was stunned. I said, well, Uncle Jay, I don't really know how is that possible, but do you believe in Santa Claus? To me, Mickey Mouse or Walt Disney is like that. I can't explain it, but it's magic. Now the story I want to share with you today is about Walt Disney, the man, and his vision, and his belief in his dreams, and as well as the audacity to do. Now, that man's vision was simple: creating happiness. That was his one singular goal. And one of the ways he did it was through his imagination by the means of animation. Now, this magical journey began in the 1930s. Now, back in those days, Charlie Chaplin and the silent movie reigned supreme. No one would think of cartoon, animation. It was never ever in their mind. And along came Walt Disney with the mouse. That cartoon that was created called Steamboat Willie, featuring a lovable mouse, which we all now know by Mickey Mouse. And just like that, it was born. But by no means it became a hit instantaneously. Now, according to Disney, he said, he, as in Mickey Mouse, he popped up of my mind on a drawing board, drawing pad some 20 years ago, on a train ride from Manhattan to Hollywood, at a time when the business fortune of my brother, Roy, and myself was at an all-time low, and disaster just around the corner. It was at that moment of desperation, seeing a mouse scuttle across, that this idea of Mickey Mouse came about. Now, after the success of this cartoon, Steamboat Willie, he must have thought, well, the rest is history. Success is assured. Well, think again, because Steamboat Willie was all but 7 minutes. Walt Disney believed in his dream, and therefore he had a bigger dream. He wanted to prove the naysayers wrong, and wanted to prove that cartoons and animation work. So he went on to dream that he wanted to create a full-length cartoon. Now, a full-length cartoon or full-length movie was something that was 90 minutes long. In those days, it was the same thing. Who would sit through the cinema to watch a 90-minute cartoon that had no actors or actresses? Once again, no one believed him. But he turned a deaf ear to the critics who said it was doing fake, and he went ahead. And because of that, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was created. It was the first ever full-length cartoon. Now, at that time, each movie ticket only cost 17 cents. That movie went on to make $8 million. It was a big hit. And so now, 80 years on, we have Beauty and the Beast, Finding Nemo, and all sorts of cartoons, you name it, they have it. And this whole legacy of animation undermined. You guys grew up on that, and your children will continue to grow up on it. Now, Disney, the man, didn't just succeed in animation. He wanted something more. So he had one more dream. And that dream is to build a place where he could create happiness. He wanted to build an amusement park. Amusement park that unrivaled no other. He had that dream. Because you see, in California, where Disneyland was built, if you had been with Disney to that site years ago, on that very day, it was pure barren land, nothing but marshes and swamps and mangroves. But yet, he saw something in that land. He saw that potential that he could build something and create the happiest place on earth. Disneyland. So once again, he was laughed at. Critics said, you wouldn't come true. Now what have you? It took years, but he finally built up Disney World, which is now the world's largest and the most visited resort. If you didn't know, it actually consists of not one, not two, but 4 theme parks on that very same compound. Just to give you a perspective how big it is that was built onto that marshes and that swamp. Well, do you guys been to Sentosa?
Yes.
Well, big, small? Pretty okay. The size of Disney is 120 kilometers square, and that's about there we find 120 divided by 500.
24.
That's about 24 Sentosas, consisting of 28 hotels employing 60,000 people. Now, right smack in Sentosa is a studio, Universal Studios Singapore. So that gives you a perspective of the dimension of how big Disney World is. Now, on opening day, they were only expecting 15,000 people. But at the end of the day, when the gate closed, 28,000 people had visited Disney World on that very one day. Now, Disney didn't want to be limited by the size of his dream, so he went on one up. Let me share with you a secret. Did all of you know that Disney World was actually all built on the second floor? It was all built on the second floor. Because what Disney saw a problem, he realized that it was funny if Mickey Mouse in his costume was walking across at Adventure World or Space World, and that would actually mark the dream of children. So he decided to build a level so that all these people, all these actors and actresses could move to wherever they wanted to be in that particular adventure land, instead of passing through some other land just to get to where they need to work. That has been reviewed, and that is a secret and it's really successful as well. Continue building the trees and then moving the trees of children. Now, of course, Disney didn't do it all by himself. He had partnership in his brother, Roy. Disney was allowed to dream. Roy provided the finances and convincing of the bankers. Now, as you look back now, Walt Disney, as a person, his brand represented so much. But in him, he was just nothing more than a burning desire to succeed and the ability to want to do. In his own words, he summed us up as, I hope we don't lose sight of one thing, that it all started with your mouse. So, what is your mouse? What is your dream? Think about that. And when you have that, there, thank you.
Thank you, Jay, for that insight to Walt Disney. The next time when I walk on the street, I may not find mice, but if I see lizards, I may call Lisa lizard. If I see roaches, maybe Rocky roach. And the land, state land that I see, perhaps one day there could be some Disney World there itself.